Hey guys, it's Virtual Nunchucks, and today is Tuesday, and I hope this video finds you well. Actually, I'm sorry, this is Wednesday. I'm not actually doing anything huge on Wednesday. Virtual Mom's going to be home, and so we've made this a family day. We're going to go do some stuff together as a family. So I want to give you guys a quick news update, things that I have heard. The reason I have Call of Duty up on the screen is because if you have not seen it, circular rate, and this is why stuff is unedited, so you can know that I'm human and not a robot. But circulating around the internet is a rumor that the Call of Duty 2020 game was supposed to be headed by Sledgehammer Games and Raven Software. The rumor circulating around the internet, if you have not heard, is that Raven Software and Sledgehammer Games are no longer responsible for that game, and it's going to be shifted to Treyarch, the current Call of Duty Black Ops 4 developer and support team. So that's a rumor, and it's slowly gaining steam. So far, we haven't heard anything from Activision in regards to that. I'm not a huge Call of Duty fan. I don't build my channel around Call of Duty, but you know that I do play it. You have seen me play it. If you go to my Twitch channel, you've seen me play it on there. You've seen me have my own opinion pieces about it and news updates about it, because it's in my house. So it's played, but I don't build my channel around it. So we're trying to, various YouTubers, including Exclusive Ace, Drifter, Swag, trying to think else. Who else? Oh, Nero Cinema. A bunch of them are concerned for the development cycle of the game, because apparently what happened is the game is in such a mess that Activision has had to step in and say, nope, sorry, we can't let you do this. We're going to let Treyarch handle the 2020 release, which means that it may or may not affect the current title, because if they're having to pull people off of this game, up on the screen here, Black Ops 4, to dig themselves out of a mess, or other portions of the company out of a mess, it may or may not affect how this game goes forward in the way of content drops and things like that. So I'm kind of scared for those of you who have the season pass. I'm kind of scared for those of you who spend time with this game a lot and expect to see more content and things like that, because I'm afraid that it's going to affect it somewhat. Now, we haven't heard, like I said, we haven't heard from Amazon. We haven't heard from, I'm looking at the logo here that says Twitch Prime. That's why that said that. That's why Amazon jumped out. But we haven't heard from Activision on this officially, so this all could be rumor, but it is getting steam on YouTube, and if that is the case, it's going to shake up the Call of Duty development cycle for all of the studios involved, including Infinity Ward, Treyarch, Sledgehammer, and things like that. So it's going to be very interesting to see how this shakes out. So that's one big news update. The other news update is that for those of you regarding this channel, for those of you who are not aware, there is an Assassin's Creed Odyssey walkthrough going up on the channel. I'm playing through that slowly. And I also said over the weekend, or rather over the weekend, I'd be playing Yakuza Kiwami. I'd be taking a look at Dead or Alive 6 Core Fighters, and I'd be taking a look at a few other games. So let me just say, I took a look at Dead or Alive 6 Core Fighters, and I gotta say that I love the idea behind Dead or Alive 6 Core Fighters. I love the idea behind the game. It's a lot more in depth as far as you can do counters. You can grab if somebody. If you somebody's punching you or kicking at you, you can grab them and throw them to the ground and cause some damage. There's a bunch of awesome things, and the game is absolutely gorgeous. However, for someone like me with cerebral palsy, who has fine motor development skills and trouble with their hands, it is a very technical game. It is a very technical game for someone like me, and that means that in order for me to become halfway decent at it, I'm going to have to work really, really hard. So the learning curve is very, very steep. But I do recommend that those of you who are into fighting games, and I do recommend those of you who want a very technical and precise video game and want a little more depth to your video game, give it a shot. It's free again to download. You can download it on the on PSN right now. It's also available on Xbox One. You can download it and give it a shot. It's free to play. They give you several core fighters to play with. They give you a teaser about story mode and all that kind of stuff. But if you decide you like the game, there is DLC content in the way of additional characters. There's DLC content to open up story mode, things like that. I do happen to like it straight up as a free-to-play title because online multiplayer is unlocked for you, and you do have several characters to play with. So I do like that idea, that they allowed you to play the game even though it's not a complete, I guess you'd say, experience, because there are people locked behind DLC and all that stuff. But it is a pretty neat game. It's absolutely gorgeous to look at, and it is something that you can look at. Yakuza Kiwami. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. I knew it was Japanese. I knew I'd have to read subtitles. And I knew that it was going to be a little bit over the top, just because if you watch anime at all, you got to know that that's what they do, and it is definitely over the top. But it is something that I'm probably going to continue to play. I'm probably going to go ahead and finish it. I'm probably going to go ahead and look at it, but I probably won't put it up on the channel because I'm not too familiar with the series, and I don't want to put something on the channel that would deter my younger audience. So I'm going to be a little more selective on that, on what I put on the channel. And so I did take a look at that. I think it's a pretty neat game. If you didn't get it as PS Plus members, it's fairly cheap to get a hold of now, and I think it's worth taking a look at. It's pretty neat. I haven't got very far, maybe 3 or 4 missions in, but I have to say that the little bit of fighting and the little bit of story that I have seen, it looks pretty cool, and I'm interested to see how it goes. So I looked at all of that stuff. The only game that I didn't make it to, and I'm gonna do that soon, is What Remains of Edith Finch. I didn't get a chance to look at that, or Overcooked, because like I said, I was gone this weekend too. So I gotta say though, man, some of these games, man, if you haven't played them yet, you need to. They're pretty cool. So that's what's going on this side of the world. That's what's going on partly in on the internet side of the world and the news that we got. Don't forget, E3 is coming up soon, so I'm sure we're going to get a lot of news to talk about there. I'm sure we're going to get some information to talk about there. And I'm sure even though PlayStation is not going to have a press conference and a media presence there at E3, I'm sure we're going to get some information from PlayStation getting closer to E3, because it would be kind of nuts if they didn't give us some kind of news coming up. So we'll keep an eye out for that. I hope you guys have a great Wednesday. I hope you guys have a great day, and I hope that this video again finds you well. Remember, you can follow me on Facebook.com/virtualnunchucks. You can go on twitch.tv/virtualnunchucks and follow me there, because every Monday at 2 we stream something for about 2 hours. We talk to you guys, we hang out with you guys, and we have a good time. If you missed it on this Monday, we played a little bit of Black Ops 4, but we did mostly talking and stuff because my gameplay was atrocious, but we had a good time. We talked about some stuff, and it was fun. So I encourage you guys to hang out with us there every Monday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard. Don't forget also, if you want to follow me on Twitter, @VNunchucks is my handle. And remember to subscribe, because you never know what you're going to get between reviews, gameplay, opinion pieces, news updates, whatever it is about gaming, we talk about it, and I encourage you to subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you never miss anything that comes up on the channel. And we will see you guys tomorrow. Alright? Happy Wednesday, guys.